The where was song? That's easy. Only want some company.
After Midnight. I'm joined by John Carrington and Denise. Also, we have Georgie Jessup, who's going to do some music for us. You're going to be singing some songs for us?
I guess so.
All right, that'll be cool. It's going to be good. All right. And I think John's going to be doing some magic for us. So
I'll try. I'll do my entertainment.
We'll try to watch. That'll be great. And got our Lovecraft band right here that's been playing.
Lovecraft!
Yeah.
Lovecraft!
Oh, yeah. I guess we can get so much energy. Tell us, come on.
A lot of sugar in my coffee. A lot of sugar in my coffee.
Gasoline tea. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to be right back, so stick around for more After Midnight.
The where was song? That's easy.
That's fun.
Delta blues kind of thing.
after midnight. We're being joined by George Jessup, who is a musician, correct? What kind of music do you play?
Traditional roots rock type stuff with social political overtones.
Socio-political overtones.
Yeah.
Roots rock.
Yeah, roots rock.
So it's not quite like Weird Al Yankovic or anything.
Oh, no.
Serious stuff, then.
Well, yeah,
Alright.
I'd like to think I have a sense of humor.
Are you from Jessup, or is that just a clever
I'm
name?
actually from Jessup.
Oh, really?
Well, I was born in Baltimore and moved to Jessup.
So is this your stage name?
Stage name.
Oh, really? Yeah,
So
I
what
picked
is
that
your
out
real
pretty
name?
quick.
It is Georgie Jessup, but my last name's smaller.
You don't have to tell everybody if you don't want to, because I know how. Then you have all the fans calling you at home, writing you letters. I know I do, right?
I'm the most famous person nobody knows.
Oh. That's great. That's great. You did bring your guitar, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So, do you know, as a musician, do you know the definition of perfect pitch? Have you ever heard that?
I sure do.
You do? What's
but
that?
I'm not sure that I know it.
Oh, okay. I was told it's when you throw an accordion in a trash can and it hits a banjo. Personally, I like the banjo. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe not the accordion, but you guys like they probably heard that joke a million times before.
I'm sure they have.
So, where can we see you play? I know we had some footage of you playing at the Cat's Eye
Played
Pub a
at
while
the Cat's
ago.
Eye.
Pretty wild song we heard you play. I don't remember what it's called, though. And you probably don't remember what I'm talking about.
Well,
so.
I did a whole set that night.
Oh, yeah? Okay. Well, do you play there normally, or do you play in Jessup a lot?
I'm hoping to be back Cat's Eye Club. And I just play wherever I can. Sometimes a lot of my music deals with Native American issues. I have an album that was called American Holocaust, and it was 10 songs that dealt with Native American issues, and so I played the powwow circuit for a while. And
Be kind of country or
it was
Western?
a mixture. Roots rock traditional is generally like a mixture of like roots music. So when the song has like a country feel, it has a country feel.
Okay.
Instead of just the influence, it really has that sound. And when it's bluesy, it's bluesy.
Well, maybe you can help clarify that by playing some
Sure.
tunes for us later.
How long have you been that? How long have you been performing?
Performing? Well, I started doing my own band around 1980. And,
Band? It's like more than one people, correct?
Yeah.
I work as a solo, I work as a duo, I work as a full band, and, different any way I can work, I work.
And you started in the 80s?
I started earlier than that, but I mean, I really started fronting my own band and doing my own
In
music.
Jessup or?
in the 80s.
Traveling and
Baltimore.
stuff?
There's not many clubs in Jessup.
Yeah, I
I
didn't
did play
think
the
you could.
prisons a couple times.
Really?
Oh, that's lots of good work if you
Tell
can
us
get
about
it.
that.
Yeah,
Tell us about the prisons.
I played, my aunt was a woman's prison warden for 20 years, and some of the people remembered me from those days. And my father had a wholesale toy business right up here on Gay Street, next to the Custom House up there.
Okay.
And he used to pack orders like games and things like that, and the prison would buy them from him. So I was delivering it for him one day, and they asked me if I still had a band. I said, yeah. So I went in and played with them. I went in to play, rather, with my band, and it was a very new band. And we did, at the time, we were doing part covers and part originals.
Were they
The
asking you to play Folsom Prison Blues a lot? Like
No.
Johnny Cash? I would have guessed they would.
No.
Jailhouse rock.
Well,
And these are not the jokes I want to do for the
Deal
people who
was-
are getting out soon.
deal was, we were told it was a dance, and that the girls were going to have a dance and blah blah blah, and it was going to be a party thing. And we told them that this was like 1980, and we told them we weren't doing like disco or current top 40 stuff. And we did a lot of old R&B, like Wilson Pickett and stuff like that. And at the time, I had a piano player. I played piano and guitar. And I had a piano player and wasn't playing guitar at all in this band. And I used to have a toy machine gun, and on the top of it I had a little mic clip, and I used to put my mic in there and sing with the machine gun. This was in the days of the Blues Brothers.
Right.
And so we went in and we decided that the first song to do would be Jailhouse Rock, right? Because we're playing in the prison.
Sure.
So we go in to play, and before we even got to play, the wardens people came up to us and said, "You're going to play some music for the fashion show, right?"
Oh, my fashion.
And we're like, "What?
Oh,
Fashion show?" And so said, "Yeah, this is a fashion show for the JCs."
Oh my God.
And so
Did
they
you show them fashion show?
fashion show, yeah. I had on like a Goodwill jacket, and, stuff like that. And so the guitar player came up with some little ditty, and they played it for what seemed like forever. And then they finished. It was our turn to start playing, and the room was kind of decked out in a U shape, and the front table had a bunch of dignitaries in front of us. And we weren't expecting any of this, so we launched in the Jailhouse Rock, and we finished the song. It's like da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, right? And it's dead silence. There's like nothing.
Yeah, that's always a good sign that you've done a
That's
really good
Meanwhile,
job.
during
That's
the
an
guitar
insult.
solos,
You
I'm
didn't
like
s-
pointing up at the guards that are walking the catwalk.
Oh, red flags.
So it was
yeah.
dead silence, and my bass player said, "It's going to be a long night." And it was a long night.
Long song.
Oops.
Oh, we hear some music. I guess.
Break.
They accidentally hit the keys. We're about to take a break. We'll be right back. We're going to see Georgie Jessup play some songs on her guitar.
We're just doing this thing. We are related. My people pray at the sacred tree. An eagle cries just above their tree. My people love Alabama
Back to After Midnight. I'm James Brumfield, joined by John Carrington and Denisa, of course. And we have Georgie Jessup, who's been talking about her escapades as a guitarist, a performer,
and bad opening song in jail person.
Yeah, we were talking about your aunt who was a warden and hooked you up with a tour.
And I finished playing the gig, and fortunately the women came up to me and it's kind of snuck over before the guards got to them and said that they were told not to dance and not to clap. So it was a weird show.
Why would they be told not to clap?
I have no idea.
That song was meant to bring down democracy.
Yeah.
That song can't applaud. That's terrible. That's terrible.
So yeah, I mean I grew up all around the prison, being in Jessup, and my aunt the warden. I used to go down there all the time, and she had her and her best friend Mary Lou Bartram had horses, so we always were down there riding. And Mom had a piano, and that's where I practiced piano.
So you're used to tough crowds.
I'm used to
literally.
Well, I was friends with a lot of the girls when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
Because I was the warden's kid. You know.
Well, if I were in jail, I hope my friends would come and
visit you, right?
That'd be cool.
Well, in those days, I don't know how many people have ever been down to the women's prison in Jessup, but there's barbed wire and everything now. But in those days, there was no fence at all around it.
Yeah, just flowers.
It was like a
honor system,
like a college.
Oh.
It looked like a college.
Great idea.
Yeah,
we should go back to doing that.
I hear that.
Going to jail?
No. Thanks, though, for the offer. So I heard something about jousting, and
well, yeah, that's the official state sport in Maryland. And,
it is.
Yes, a lot of people don't know that.
So the next time someone jabs you, something sharp.
Forget it, but it's the truth.
So, do you joust?
I grew up jousting.
Oh my God! So you mentioned horses.
Yeah,
So
I think the last joust I did was in the late '80s. I don't remember exactly now, but and I actually placed in second in the state in my class. I was in semi-pro class.
Kill anyone?
No.
I saw that movie about knights once. I don't really know a lot about jousting.
As a state sport, it's what they call a ring tournament, and they actually have a lance and they ride it. Rings that vary from the beginners start at 1 3/4 and they go down to 1/4-inch rings.
So they get to like earrings and stuff like that for
pretty
pros.
much, yeah.
Really small. So this is much safer. You're not actually hitting anybody. No one's hitting you.
Right.
Okay.
And
us kids from softball weren't allowed to play with sticks.
Yeah.
Our grandparents told us you might poke your eye out, so we never got into jousting.
Okay.
State sport or not, no jousting in softball.
But many people don't know because it's not written about that much by the sports people. But the national tournament has been held in since I believe 1970, and it's been won every year by a Maryland jouster. So
I've only seen it at the Renaissance Fair. I don't know if that's
well. That's more of a demonstration of how jousting used to be done.
They have plastic joust sticky things.
Jousting came over from Europe with the settlers, and it became a way to settle arguments between people that were fighting over the same woman or whatever.
It's a great way to settle
have
things.
a joust and
take her
with the ring tournament.
The loser doesn't argue back.
The ring tournament started as a way that the knights actually practiced their skill,
right?
At hitting their target, and they would ride these rings. When it came to the United States, Virginia, West Virginia, and Maryland and even North Carolina and down in Texas they do it. I heard they do it out in California too.
They do?
But yeah, I don't know how much, how popular it is out there, but it's been done in Maryland.
Probably all new jousting. It's a
quite
little different out there.
And they raised money for Civil War uniforms and things.
They raised money for the Civil War.
For the armies, for the.
Back then.
Yeah.
Right. They
for
stopped doing that a while ago, I guess. Yeah. So those are really heavy things, right? I mean, how do you? Are they so heavy or not?
Yes, it is.
I've never done it.
Come on.
We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back.
It has this thing that keeps repeating, which is.
thanks for joining us for After Midnight. We're coming to the close of our show. Have John Carrington and Denisa and I want to thank you for joining us. Georgie Jessup, it's always a pleasure to see you. Thank you very much for coming on our show. Had a lot of fun watching some clips of your music and stuff. And
There you go.
you'll come back and visit us again, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Definitely.
I don't think she'll say no, right? Thanks a lot.